and welcome to This Week in Wrestling. I am Jennifer from Cultaholic, and joining me today is Sam and Ken.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be.
Oh
No!
You're horribly burned under
I'm
there.
scarred. Richard, get ready. Whoop. Flames will be going everywhere now.
Oh, that used to be my ringtone. I wish it still was. I love it.
Love a bit of slow chemical.
Love it. It's not actually Kane, guys. It's Ross.
It is Kane.
I know,
My name's Glenn. I do
I've got
politics.
short hair now because I'm a mayor.
I do politics.
You're in your casual work.
I have a wrestling
casual
school.
Monday.
A wrestling school with Tom Pritchard.
You do, yes.
Yes, I do. I have
Yeah.
a wife. I was born in Madrid, Spain.
Was he?
On a
Aye.
base, on an army
Was
base,
he
wasn't
actually?
it?
Aye.
I did not know
Yeah, it's
that.
Spanish.
My brother set my house on fire when I was young.
Knew that.
Killed my mum and dad.
Knew that.
Paul Bearer shagged my mum on the kitchen floor.
Made you. Well, no, he didn't kill your dad
Yeah.
at all.
No, my dad's alive here.
Stepdad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Killed
Well, he's
it-
not.
killed-
He's
killed
not
it.
anymore.
We're not anymore.
Oh, man. He doesn't know anything about his own family. He's so confused because of the fire, bless him.
Welcome.
I'm mentally scarred.
Welcome.
The scars aren't physical, they're mental.
Oh
If I was
my
to take this mask off and show you no scars, it's all mental.
Oh, no. Oh, how underwhelming.
I had no
Rob
idea
Van
we had
Dam.
this mask in the office, but now we've got all the use out of it we'll ever need.
How good's that mask, though? I love it.
Oh, that's some art there.
This is look good. Oh, that's nice.
That's
There you
delightful,
go.
isn't it?
That's a wee bit scary.
Let's
Love
go
it.
with some golden chat. Woman with the expressive face. Let's go.
Right, 18th of February. Let's do this. Right, we're going. It's WWF, and it's the War to Settle the Score. Yeah, which was cool because it was on MTV.
Music television.
Yes.
MTV's cool. Yeah. I think so. But yeah, so this would come from Madison Square Gardens, and it would be aired on MTV. In the build up to the original, or the first, WrestleMania, because this is 1985. So I didn't even know MTV was like a proper thing in 1985. Is that maybe?
MTV was like
Were you not watching that?
everything.
Oh.
I was like, I wasn't born, but then I realised you were making an old joke. Thanks.
The MTV back then was the absolute like dog's bollocks. It was the
Video
best thing in
killed the
world.
radio
But
star.
when did it start? Because I would have thought it was started at like the 90s or something.
Early 80s.
Early
I think.
80s, yeah,
'cause
surely.
it was- But yeah, the whole thing, and I'm assuming the reason it was with MTV was because they had the whole rock and wrestling thing.
Yeah.
And that was all thanks to Cyndi Lauper.
Bless her.
And she was a big
Captain
fan of
Lou.
Captain Lou Albano.
Her biological father.
Yes, in that there
Told
music
her-
video.
told
in
her
music
off.
videos. But yeah,
Sticking pins through his cheek.
it was an awesome thing, and I think it's brilliant when music and wrestling collides.
Unless it's Flo Rida.
I don't know.
Aww.
I really don't like. I love My House.
Oh, no.
I think that's genuinely one of my
I'm
favorite
just about
WrestleMania
coming round to
themes.
green light now. Just
Green
to-
light's
just
awesome.
Green
about.
light was. I like that.
Yeah.
But my house can go and die in a fire.
Oh,
Die in a big...
Not in front of
civil-
Kane.
Yeah, with Kane. No, not with Kane. I like Kane.
you are Kane.
Yeah.
But yes, so basically, this was a full event, but MTV only aired the main event for it. And that was Hulk Hogan against Rowdy Roddy Piper for the WWF Championship. And this was, it was the most watched show on cable network, but it was the last time that WWF did a show until 2001 with MTV. Why?
I think they were making a lot more money on the pay-per-view circuit, and MTV was focused on music stuff, and I'm assuming it all sort of died down. But there was an event in 1998 that MTV were partnered with a different company, which was terrible.
I reckon that they saw Lord Alfred Hayes' performance on WrestleMania 1 and backed out. So this wrestling
Just like,
larky.
not for me.
Because
not
I was
for
watching
me.
a bit of OSW recently,
Uh-huh.
and they point out how bad Lord Alfred was during WrestleMania 1.
I love Lord Alfred
And
Hayes.
Jesus wept. You would have thought I was there presenting Sam. He was terrible. Stumbling over his words. He couldn't say
My
anything.
favourite was I think it's the first King of the Ring where he's explaining the basic format of a tournament where this man will face this man, and he's got this big board with like Velcro on it. So he's got like all the names with Velcro, and it's all over. He's like, so for instance, if Randy Savage was to win the match, and he'll pick up Randy Savage, puts him, and say he'll be facing Kamala in the next round because Kamala won the match, and then if Randy Savage wins again, and then just kept like doing it until the end, and it was like it lasted so uncomfortably long.
That sounds amazing. I love it. But yeah, so that that's a shame. But we did get the Ultimate Video Bash.
The Ultimate Video Bash was WCW, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was...
Because they said they did other wrestling stuff, like not with WWE, but they did other wrestling stuff, like on if it was like one-off, like kind of episodes of things and whatever. But the Ultimate Video Bash, like
it's one of my favourite disasters in wrestling
I've
history.
still never seen any footage from this, and I looked for it.
There's not a lot
it.
because basically what happened is it rained. It was supposed to be held outside in New York City, and it pissed it down. Nobody bothered to check or think that. I think they held it in like
a proper
spring,
storm.
like it was a
not?
storm, and they got like 1 or 2 matches out the way. The whole concept was that they were partnering wrestlers up with chart musicians.
Yeah, right. This is the thing, right? Okay, so and also because see, went on this show when we mentioned Halftime Heat, and that came back. Please, may that power work and make this come back.
I'm not interested in Halftime Heat. There were people there in the audience. Why wasn't an empty arena match? Get out.
Because
I
I've done that
quite
before.
liked it.
They need to do it again every year.
I was a massive fan of it. It was all the families and the wrestlers.
Exactly.
It was great.
all like,
Cheering the good guys and booing the heels.
It was good,
crowd.
but no,
make
of
this
one empty
happen
arena
again,
matches.
because if this gets done properly, this could be awesome fun.
The problem now is I think there's just MTV had such swing because it was music videos, and music videos, remember when we were younger, like music videos were the be all and end all, and now like you'd sit and you'd watch Kerrang or you'd watch Scuzz or you'd watch like channels and you'd see videos, MTV2, like, and it was really cool and really important. Now when OK Go killed the music video industry with the one with the treadmill.
Oh, that's harsh. I'm not going to stand for that.
It's a really good music video,
It's a
but
great
basically
music video.
what happened was that like Michael Bay could get away with charging $12 million to make a music video for Meatloaf, and it meant that production values were a lot higher because it was like directors would go adverts, music videos, and then films.
Yeah.
And then OK Go came along and went, yeah, so we did this video for free, and they went, what do you mean you did it for free? And it was like, yeah, we didn't pay for it. And then they went, oh, well, nobody else is getting money anymore to do music videos. So then it became less important. They had less power. And that's sort of it. I mean, that's my biased opinion about it. There's a lot more factors.
I just
going into
reckon people
why.
consume their music differently now.
That's a big
That's
thing.
a big
The
thing,
biggest
'cause it's
actual
like-
fact is that, yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's more easily accessible, but I still think it'd be such.
So instead of
fun
bringing that
concept.
back to make it like less like MTV and more modernized, just have the wrestlers film themselves like, we're going to get a bath bomb.
You partner
Punch.
the wrestlers up. You partner the wrestlers up with
Get a
YouTube
big
celebrities.
Wow.
like give PewDiePie a wrestler.
Yeah.
And everybody be like, yeah. But yeah, the concept of it was, as we've sort of touched on,
such
they
a
would
good
they would
concept.
have a wrestler or a tag team partnered with a chart act. I can't remember any specific ones, but there was like
Right,
it'd,
who
like,
was it? Because
Harlem
who-
Heat would come out and it'd be like they're partnered with New Kids on the Block.
Yeah,
And it was like, what?
And then if he won the match, their music video would play.
Yeah, and then it was to
Genius!
determine the ultimate artist by using wrestling as a means of somehow
Of choosing.
Yeah,
it's
choosing
just
it.
so good. I think that's so good.
It's scientific.
Do you not think that's so
I don't
good?
think it is really cool, but then yeah, it rained the entire time, and it
Yeah, that's not cool.
they
Maybe
got
do
about
it
2 matches
indoors.
down, and that was
Just
it.
do it
got
today, but
cancelled.
with the dankest memes, you know? The dankest memes. Somebody touch my spaghetti. That sort of vibe. Yes.
Chonka would win.
You haven't seen that dank meme? Richard Tubman outside this office now. This office, this
That's all he
studio,
does, just
is
start watching it.
having a fit.
What is that?
And that's just
No.
it's an old cartoon. That I think it's PewDiePie made famous. That's a dank meme
Oh.
from about a year ago, maybe.
Well, I'm so not cool. I'm so
Yeah.
not cool.
Me neither.
Anyway, I think that would be a cool thing. But let's see what happens on the war to settle the score. So Johnny Ross.
I'm sorry, Sam. Is something else more important than this?
Yes, actually.
On your phone.
I was
You're
hoping
on
you
your
wouldn't bring
phone.
attention to
God.
it because Jen was over there
Sam!
talking.
I didn't even
And
notice.
Ross needs to be unprofessional all
I
the
would be
time.
such a bad teacher.
I need to be
wouldn't I?
unprofessional. You're on your
Yeah.
phone.
Responding to something I had to respond to.
My phone
If
is
it
on
was
airplane
important-
mode.
Yeah.
If it was important, then that's
Oh,
okay.
bollocks.
Well,
No, that's okay. My
No,
phone's on
no.
the table, so that's
no,
fine.
it's fine.
Need to call out
It's
this
fine.
unprofessionalness.
Calling that out in itself when the camera's on somebody else is just as unprofessional.
Aw. Was I talking?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were talking,
That probably
and he just
And
went,
Sam wasn't listening.
boom, straight over the top.
Sam wasn't listening.
It's okay, Sam. I probably wasn't saying anything important anyway.
You were running down this car.
Oh,
You
no,
were
that
running
is
down-
important
Yeah,
then.
exactly. It's
Right.
him that's at fault.
No.
He interrupted.
Good grass that you
Thank
have.
you.
He's a grass.
I'll tell the teacher when I want, thank you. I'll get a gold star.
Top of the class.
I'm going to burn your
top of
house
the
down
class.
again.
Right, what else happened? Hillbilly Jim defeated Renee Goulet. Magnificent Morocco. Morocco? Did I
Don
say that right?
Morocco.
Yeah.
Didn't he die yesterday, Salvatore Bellomo? Was that him that died yesterday?
Really?
I don't know.
I think
I didn't see it.
If that's wrong,
yesterday.
Richard Tubman, get rid of it, but I think he did.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh. Moondog Spot and Rick McGraw. David San Martino.
No, you missed the rhyme. Fought to a 15-minute time lit draw.
Was that therefore
I
like
don't
a
know.
reason? Because I was like, bless.
Pacitti wrote them.
Yep, other notable names: Paul Orndorff and Tony Atlas, Jimmy Snuka and Bob Orton, and then obviously Hogan and Roddy Piper. So it was actually like a long
There's
card.
a good name. The Spoiler.
The spoiler.
The Spoiler.
Who
the
was the
assassin
spoiler
and the
again?
spoiler.
The spoiler was somebody, I'm sure.
Don't know.
I can't
First time
remember.
I've
Let
heard
us
of him.
know in the comments. But yeah, so that was the war to settle the score. Going on, we're staying on 18th of February, but it's 2013. Oh, and it's the end of an era.
What are you on? Don't go. You liked it as well.
I didn't mind it.
It was the worst thing that ever happened to professional
I
wrestling.
didn't mind it.
The
like,
worst thing that ever
no,
happened to
I
professional
got
wrestling.
it. Like, as a
It was the
pure
worst
gimmick.
thing that it was a good as the gimmick for that one guy.
It was so transparent though.
Yeah,
Just to
no,
sell.
to be fair, I
but
agree that it
toys.
maybe should have ended with Cena.
Yeah, it
But
should have.
It
should have been
like, it was
burned.
fun with
and
the
removed.
kids.
No.
It was fun for
Kids
the
shouldn't have
Awful.
fun.
Yes,
Wrestling
they
isn't for
should.
children.
They should not. They should have a
Wrestling's for
horrible
men in
life
their
to prepare
20s.
them for the later life. Because when you grow up, kids, well, if you're watching,
Yeah, life sucks.
It's bollocks.
It's a free ride till
When
you're
your
18
granny
and
sat there
that's it.
going, your school days are the best days of your life, she's actually telling the truth and
Absolute,
it's
yeah.
sickening.
See, that part is true, but I'm having a really nice time. Like, really. But this was the end. We would see the end of the spinny belt, which it was okay. It wasn't the
Whoa,
best.
whoa,
It was
whoa.
okay.
It was partially designed by
Yeah, that's-
OCC.
How cool's that?
Oh.
No, but the thing is, like, I actually didn't realise how long the spinny belt was there for, because obviously I fell away.
Disgustingly long.
But I fell away from wrestling, like,
Yeah.
during this time. And it was 9 years they
Yeah,
had
9
it.
years of this crap. Yeah.
Sam, come
It-
on. It's
literally,
not that bad.
the worst thing that ever happened to WWE was that belt for me.
I think
I
worse
thought it
things
was
have happened.
disgraceful. I thought it was disgraceful. It
I
turned
feel like I really touched the nerve
any
here.
sort of credibility as a wrestling fan. Like, even if you got somebody interested and they went, so who's champion? And you show them a picture of John Cena with a spinny belt.
No, but the thing is, but
Pathetic.
it worked well with John Cena's pure gimmick, and he was like a pure
but
woo.
then the second you put it on Edge and he slaps a bloody sticker on it. It's like,
No,
ah.
but that worked because he took Cena's naff design
Yeah.
and then ruined it. Like if
No,
I
you
was,
can't. You can't polish a turd.
he did.
He didn't. It
To
was
make it
just
even-
as bad.
Yeah, but that it would have angered Cena. It made sense in
It would have made
kayfabe
more
for me.
sense for Edge to have had a bigger vanity belt, like one that was just even worse.
Yeah,
Oh, I disagree.
I think it like no, I think I totally
Because
get
Cena
your
was
point.
egotistical.
Imagine
But-
if Cena was like the only person in the world who liked that belt and Edge just put a sticker on it. Oh,
It's
oh,
cheeky,
what
it's
They
very
a...
never once got that
Oh.
across as story, did they?
It's cheeky.
I don't know.
But in
I wasn't watching then.
2013, we would see it going, and we would get the scratch logo belt, and I liked this belt. I did. And then
I mean, it's just the current belt.
Just the
well,
older-
no, well they changed the logo
Yeah, the-
slightly
yeah.
to the network logo.
Yeah, the
but
new
it's,
logo.
But yeah, no, when it was actually like proper scratchy.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I'm not a fan of them, the new ones. Just with the logo on.
Yeah.
Proper lack of imagination.
Yeah,
It gets you branded across in every single picture, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
that's smart.
Big clear logo on all the toys.
That is smart.
Yeah,
But
good.
they've made up for it, I think, with like all the UK belts are beautiful. Like
Shame no one will
stunning.
see them.
Yeah.
Well, North American's nice as well.
Yes,
like
that's
that.
it. That's one of the
it
best
grew
looking
on me
belts
that
for
I really didn't like it when I first saw it
Why?
because I thought it was
'Cause the
too,
colour.
too like
Did
old
you think it was
school.
red as well? Oh, no,
I thought it was
old
like
school.
red, yeah, and then it grew on me slowly. But it was when I
love
first
it.
saw it, the design of the belt, like the leather strap and
Yeah.
everything. I was like,
Oh no, I
ugh.
really like it.
But
Really like it.
yeah.
But
I really like it as well.
what
I
do
like it
you
now.
think?
At the time, I was just like, nah.
I prefer it with more of a rouge strap than brown. It's really brown when you see it in the flesh.
Have you seen it in the flesh?
No.
Yeah, Ross, you know.
I actually wrestled for NXT as Ricochet.
I love it. But we'll move on. So the 19th of February, and it's 2012. And this is adorable. I love this story. This is the second time we would see New Japan, All Japan, and Pro Wrestling Noah get together for what was it called?
It was relief for the...
It was All Together. That's it.
Yeah.
It's called All Together. But it was for the tsunami that happened, earthquake and tsunami that happened in 2011. And I just think that's just, so lovely.
Yeah, I think they try to do the shows whenever there is like big things, but for every single company
one,
to come together, it's a big
and there
deal.
was more companies in as well, wasn't there? There was other companies like that had people represented.
Yeah.
Like smaller ones that I didn't really know of when I was like reading into it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just a
they've
nice
done
thing.
they've done occasionally similar things. There was a really famous one called, I think it was the World Wrestling Peace Summit, which was in New York in like the late 80s or early 90s, which was it was mid 90s because it was during the Monday Night Wars. But you had CMLL and AAA work together, which never happens. They hate each other. New Japan, All Japan, like everybody that was around. And then WWF were offered it, but they went, no, we're not doing any of that because WCW were there, and I think ECW were as well. So WWF just went to your peace.
Oh no, we're for peace. Aww.
But
I just think
it's amazing for all these companies, especially when they've had at times turbulent relationships. And they've tried to outweigh and outdo each other and raid talent. And yeah, I think for them to come together, it means a lot to the fans, and it obviously means a lot to the people that are receiving the
exactly like the benefit from it. And so the first one was in August, is that right, in Tokyo, and this one would take place in, is it Sendai?
Sendai Sun Plaza Hall in Sendai, Miyagi, Japan.
There you go. And who was on this card? I'm going to leave that with you because I'll just
so let's run down the card. Great Sasuke, Ryusuke Taguchi, Taiji Ishimori, and Tiger Mask defeated Gedo, Jado, Keno, and Taro Nohashi. Hiroyoshi Tenzan is great, versus Tenzan, Kentaro Shiga, and Satoshi Kojima defeated Captain All Japan, Captain New Japan, and Captain Noah. I don't know if they were just made for the event because I can't remember Captain All Japan or Captain Noah. There was also Kaz Hayashi on the card, Jushin Thunder Liger.
What a man Kaz Hayashi is.
Yujiro Takahashi, Togi Makabe, Akebono. Everybody loves Akebono.
Lovely arse.
Michi Marufuji.
Do you agree,
Yuji
Jennifer?
Nagata. Then you had Suzuki-gun, including Minoru Suzuki Taichi, Haruki Goto, Nakamura, Izuka, Toru Yano. Great Muta and Kenta Kobashi defeated Jun Akiyama and Takao Omori. And then Hiroshi Tanahashi, the big ace of New Japan, Suwama and Takeshi Morishima defeated Go Shiozaki, Seiya Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito.
So basically it was just a who's who
Everybody.
of Japanese wrestling in there, which is amazing. I don't know all of those names, so I feel bad.
It also featured participants from Michinoku Pro Wrestling, Diamond Ring, Kensuke Office, and Sendai Girls Pro Wrestling.
Big
there
bloody
was
Devitt.
7 companies involved.
Devitt couldn't be there due to a scheduling conflict.
What a bastard, eh?
Yeah.
Puts peace on hold for another boogin. Money grabber.
But I just think that is the nicest thing. Like, more props to them for doing that.
Apparently, Sendai was chosen as well because it was the nearest major city to the epicenter of the earthquake and tsunami.
Oh,
So it was like a get everybody
it.
happy.
I love wrestling. So good. So good. 21st of February 2005.
You're messing with everybody's sound now, just clapping.
Sometimes, Sam, you just need to applaud.
Are you clapping at part 1 or part 2?
Part 1, Jennifer.
Part 1.
The debut
It's the debut.
of one half of the Masters of Cool in 5-star
Well, that's
wrestling.
what I was going to say. Like Masters of Cool, it's only one half. You shouldn't get so excited.
But it's the
Your favourite half?
The bigger half. Not my favourite half.
No.
Just, there wouldn't be Masters without
My
this man.
favourite part of the Masters of Cool, before they were even a team on 5-Star Wrestling, was that in their show at Dundee, Drew Galloway opened the show when he was Drew Galloway, and he was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes on that he wants a title shot. And then out comes Carlito, who goes, I'll tell you who's getting a title shot tonight. This guy. And he's pointing at himself, except he's wearing a Chris Masters shirt. And I don't think Chris Masters was on the card.
That's solidarity for the Masters of Cool.
I love it. So Chris Masters' debut, fabulous. And that was on Raw. But the thing that I remember mostly is the segment where Batista would decide which championship he
Are you
was
going to gloss
for.
over the
yeah.
devastation Chris
What
Masters
happened
caused?
to,
Oh gosh, yeah,
Stevie
because
Richards?
he. Oh, sorry, I did.
You
gloss over
smashed
that.
his
Taking
face
away
off.
his
Sorry.
thunder.
I did. Oh, because I don't like to dwell on the bad things.
No, he did this on purpose, for effect.
I didn't actually mean to break his face.
He did.
No, he never. Broke his orbital bone, which is
Yeah,
Stephen
isn't it?
Yeah,
Richards.
pretty much your face.
That's awful. So sorry. Oh, sorry, Stephen Richards. That's terrible. But I don't like to gloss over that. But this segment was really good, and that's what I really remember. And it was when Batista would give the thumbs down to SmackDown. I loved it. Do you know what I loved when like Ric Flair and Triple H came out. And like Triple H was giving it all like, yeah, you need to go for SmackDown and blah blah blah. And he was like just so like, he was just so good. Trips. I loved it. Me, Ric Flair's there and he's like
This
two
one had his
thumbs up.
70s
and he's
porn
like,
hair.
yeah, and his tash.
Yeah.
It was so good. But yeah, this was very memorable for that personally. Bischoff had the Raw contract, and then Teddy Long with his SmackDown contract.
And now, in 2019, if Triple H's tit sorts itself out, we might get Triple H and Batista again at WrestleMania.
Batista's probably got to be the focus of a game, hasn't he? He's had a bit of a good career.
They do current stars now.
Uh,
They're all about the here and now, for whatever
nah,
reason.
I want to see a big advert like Goldberg, but for Batista with all these little teasers in it.
Like little different animals.
Then
Think
bang
he
him in
would
the
come
Hall
back?
of Fame. Batista?
Yeah,
Will
he's-
come back. Yeah, he wants to.
Does
He's
he?
really vocal about it. He
Ooh.
wants a main event at Mania, though.
Well, they didn't invite him to SmackDown 1000, did they? And he kicked off on Twitter. Well, he didn't
Yeah, I
kick
saw
off.
that. He was like,
Just went, they didn't invite
hate
me.
me. Bless. But yes, that was Raw.
Oh, no.
It's a good day. September? Lies. February the 22nd.
Oh, no.
It's a great day.
I loved this.
So did I.
yeah, I absolutely loved
like,
it.
I lost my mind.
Because
I
you
had
were
so
blissfully
many
unaware
friends.
of what was to come. I was
Well,
happy to see
had,
him again.
I had so many friends that hadn't watched in years, just like messaging, going, "Oh my god, he's back! He's back!"
Unbelievable. We would see. Oh, so good. The return of Shane O'Mac during the what was the awards called?
Stephanie was getting in the legacy of Vincent.
That was it. The Vincent Kennedy. No,
No,
Vincent
J.
J.
McMahon, yeah.
Yeah, Legacy of Excellence.
Award. Legacy of
Yeah,
Excellence
whatever it
Award.
was.
That was great, and Vince was out, and he was introducing his daughter. Well, before you knew it was Stephanie, and he was like a kind-hearted soul, I believe,
Yeah,
was the word.
And then
Pack
he-
of lies.
then he brings out Steph, doesn't he?
And then
Yeah.
she comes out and she's going through her speech, and then here comes money. Pop, pop, pop. It was so good. It was so good.
It was at
It
the
was
time,
amazing.
yeah. But then
What
you
was
didn't,
it?
you didn't
Because he-
realise what was
He
coming.
came back because they were building to something and it went wrong.
The lockbox.
No, the lockbox came after this. There was
Oh.
a reason Shane came back, wasn't there? Like taken
'Cause his other
had an
business
opponent
went
and- No, but I'm sure there was a reason that somebody got injured or something went wrong, or
Oh,
they
like,
just-
actually,
they
like,
didn't
in
have an
real
opponent
life,
for Taker, and then it was like bring Shane back, put him in there, and that was it.
Perfect. Happy
Yeah.
with that. And I liked that Hell in a Cell.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh.
I was there for it. It was great.
I
Yeah.
think it was amazing. I loved it. Like, I genuinely can't fault this moment.
Ruined by Michael Cole.
Yeah, that was when we got back to the
Stop
hotel.
it,
can't-
When we got back to the hotel and we're watching it back, going, "Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again." And then, "For the love of mankind."
No.
And I
For
was
the
like-
love of mankind.
Yeah,
He
like
read it straight
stood
off
there
the
like
street.
that, like screaming into his thing. He killed it, absolutely. And he thought he was so clever, or like not him, but whoever wrote that was backstage going.
But that's the thing. Don't
And really,
shoot
all they've
the
done is made themselves
messenger.
look like a dick, and made Michael Cole look like a dick.
Don't shoot the
And he does that
messenger.
enough himself.
Come on.
Don't have a go
you.
at Michael Cole. He's had a long career and he's
He
fought
has.
long and hard.
Thank you, Sam. Yes,
And he was a genuine, he was a war reporter, man.
I'm not bringing that into it.
On like Real Wars.
Yeah, and he followed a presidential campaign for 18 months, I believe, as well, before he got into wrestling, yeah. He joined
And then he
WWE.
joined a little baby face with the spiky hair and
I
his
know,
goatee.
he
Oh, a
His
little
wee frozen
annoying
tips.
dick, wasn't he? When Harvey Whipple won the women's championship. You know, seeing
can't
that,
even
he's
remember that.
unbearable. He's like, I think this is hilarious because you're a man. It's so unbearable. But he joined Michael Cole for a short period of time initially just to get some TV experience on his CV. And he ended up
Really?
staying forever.
Oh, that's nice.
But
I think
Shane
that's so
returned.
lovely.
It's because they promised to meet the champion one day and he's still waiting.
Maybe one day, Michael.
This Mania main event.
But it was a shame that Shane returned and thought he was one of the best wrestlers in the world.
No, he didn't think he was at the time.
No, he
because
did.
the whole story was
No, he
that
did.
There was something to do with a lockbox and Vince had forgotten about it and Shane had come into possession of it and whatever was in this
Yeah,
lockbox...
because he wanted Raw, did he not? He came down and he wanted control of Raw. and-
Whatever was in
It
this
was something to
lockbox
do with
was
Stephanie,
so
wasn't it?
dangerous to
to-
Vince that
Whoops.
Vince had to put him in a match with The
Die.
Undertaker
No.
to get it back. And then it all happens and then nobody talks about the lockbox ever again. Never brought up again. Nothing. Like, it's one of the great mysteries of wrestling is
Who
what
threw the
is
pie
in-
at Kevin Owens? We
what's in the
don't know.
lockbox.
But,
What was in the lockbox? We don't know.
but that's the whole point. Like, you shouldn't know.
No, we should have
'Cause
found out.
the secrets should
No,
be
no,
buried.
we should have found out. We should have found out.
It was something to do with Stephanie. That's where they were going with it. I if
Yeah,
I
no, it
remember
was
correctly.
definitely like angled that way because she was freaking out as well.
Yeah.
So, anyway, great day. Very happy.
Tepid day.
It's the 23rd of February in 2002, and it's a wee birth, really. We would see the first ever Ring of Honor show, which was amazing. It was dubbed The Era of Honor Begins. So this was the first Ring of Honor show. Who was it that had that? Rob Feinstein?
Controversial figure in the world of wrestling.
Yes.
But yeah, he was. I think he had a lot to do with ECW's tapes and tape
See,
libraries and
this is what I
licensing
was
rights.
trying to read up on. Right.
Yeah.
So did he have a company that...
RF
Like-
video.
RF video,
Right.
which anybody that's watched a lot of classic shoot interviews will know.
They're the ones,
But-
the banners.
Yeah, but he that was his company.
Yeah.
And then when ECW went, he lost a lot of money because he did a lot of stuff
I
with them. Is that right? And that's
I
why
think
he went
his
into
thought was
promotion?
like, if I can find something that will appeal to the same audience
Uh-huh.
and have the same level of like work rate hardcore guys,
Yeah.
not hardcore in the style of like beating each other up with chairs, hardcore in the style of like we'll do anything,
Yeah,
like
to
high
get-
spots, like. And just make it amazing and entertaining and athletic as hell. I think he thought that he could then sort of build his own little market there and
Uh-huh.
make a lot of money through that. And he was right.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it did go on to become like
Yeah.
the indie darling, like breeding ground of so many people. Like
Launched
think about
countless careers.
yeah, think about all the names that you've seen in Ring of Honor. Who
I mean,
are
to
now
name a few: Nigel McGuinness, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles.
Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
and, like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Chicago made Chick Magnet Punk.
Who else was there? Was it Apollo Crews that was told to go back to Ring of Honor by Baron
No,
Corbin?
oh yeah, Baron Corbin. No, someone shout. No,
Baron
yes.
Corbin shouted it at somebody.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he'd never been.
Never been
Never
through.
been.
Go back to Ring of Honor.
Well, that's what made the insult so great. He didn't know that. Don't give a toss, does big baldy bastard Baron.
Yeah, so we mentioned that Feinstein is a bit of a controversial figure. He left Ring of Honor in disgrace in March 2004.
Did he leave or did he kind of get pushed out?
Well, allegedly he was soliciting sex on the internet to a minor.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't think it was ever
What, has
proven.
it never been proven?
I don't think it's ever been proven. And
Oh.
the incident would sort of lead to a big explosion, and Ring of Honor weren't allowed to work with TNA anymore, so a lot of that talent exchange went away. And then Carrie Silken would come in and take on the company, and they got their first TV and pay-per-view deals. Cornette had a lot to do with that as well. Cornette got them with Sinclair because he would come into the company at a later date. But then with Sinclair, they are now all over TV.
Yeah,
So-
and they're
because Sinclair
thriving.
owns thousands of stations, I think, in the US.
There you go. So what happens? Let's go through some of the names on this card. The Hit Squad defeated Christopher Street Connection. in just 70 seconds. Amazing Red defeated Jay Briscoe. Xavier defeated Scoot Andrews. The Boogie Knights defeated the Natural Born Sinners. Quiet Storm defeated Amazing Red, Brian XL, Chris Devine, Jose Maximo, and Joel Maximo in an ultimate aerial elimination match. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I've not watched this, so that actually sounds really good. Mikey Whipwreck is the special referee. Prince Nana defeated Towel Boy.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Spanky and... oh my gosh, how am I saying this?
Ikaika.
Oh, I can't read, whatever. Defeated Michael Shane and Oz. And Super Crazy...
Kevin Nash was there. What the hell's going on there?
Super Crazy defeated Eddie Guerrero. That would have been awesome. And Loki defeated Christopher Daniels and Bryan Danielson. That also would have been awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about Eddie Guerrero leaving the company for a little while and going off on a little jaunt.
I did genuinely forget.
His reaction from the Ring of Honor crowd, given that they're such a diehard crowd and given it was Philly and he had a history in that city, the reaction's unreal.
What match was it? It was a match he had during this run. It was against CM Punk and I think it might be Bryan Danielson, a triple threat.
That rings a bell
Never
to
have
me.
known have happened if you didn't realise that had happened.
No, that rings a bell because I'm sure we spoke about it. But there you go. Good to know. So there you go. Happy birthday, Ring of Honor. The 24th of February 2014. It's a great day as well. This is a nice week. WWE Network.
It was a bloody nightmare initially, though.
Oh, well, come on.
Yes, it was. I was about to say it's a great day.
It's a great
A
day.
great thing happened.
Here's a pot of gold, but your pot of gold will buffer and disappear.
And then it'll just not let you log in.
Don't. The concept of it happening.
Oh,
was like,
I've just flicked that at you again.
Stop trying to hurt me.
It's my paper clip. I can't
know,
help
I'm
but
gonna
twiddle
hold
my
on to it
paper.
now.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, so the WWE Network launched, and yes, there was a few problems.
Yeah, but
But
with
it's
any
like
service
iron
that
it
big,
out.
it's always going to have problems.
Exactly.
Always teething issues. But at the same time, when you sign up and you're paying $10 a month,
No, it
you're
was. It was more
expected to work,
expensive before.
Was it more expensive?
Yeah, it was,
Was
way
it?
more expensive.
It's- I
Because then
think-
that's why they had to change it to $9.99, and that's why they kept pushing the $9.99.
Interesting. I think I've always paid $9.99.
No,
always
so
paid
I've always paid
$9.99.
$9.99.
But yeah, I guess if you figure you're paying so much for it, it should at least work.
Yeah.
It's the general complaint in it. But I guess the teething issues were sorted out not immediately, but slowly. And
Yeah, but it was like people were saying that they actually couldn't sign up for it. Was it not a thing as well? Like there was just.
I think it was just demand.
Because it went
was
on. It
ridiculous.
went online in America first, didn't it? We didn't get it
Yeah, we
till
didn't get
ages
it for
afterwards.
I think
good
it
few
was
months.
Like February, wasn't it?
Once everything was ironed out. I think.
No, this is February.
No, this is fair.
I remember it being
was months.
Maybe it was a
before.
year after this when we got it because I remember.
Was it a year?
I think it
Could
might have been a year after.
Hold on.
I remember it being early in the year.
January
when we got it.
2015. Yikes! It was nearly a year.
I remember being.
Because
That's nuts,
before
'cause I
the
got it pretty
network,
much when
before the
it
network,
came
they
out.
had a pay-to-view channel called the WWE Network
Network,
or WWE 24 or something. 20, but it was like it was its own channel that you'd go to, and there would be round the clock.
Yeah,
It was just
like what the network's like.
yeah.
if
They
you ever
just
watch
if
it,
you ever just put it on, there'll just be a classic match, last week's episode, whatever, and it'll just go around.
just go on, like it's just like a TV channel,
Yeah.
I suppose. But yeah, there was teething issues, but I like the network. I know everybody
I think
talks about it.
it's an
I think
amazing thing for $9.99 a month.
I know.
It killed
you
their
just-
stock though.
Did it?
It completely killed their stock because programming was sort of being complained about a lot of the time.
Okay.
They'd signed a new deal with NBC Universal, which was for a lot less money than they were anticipating, and
Uh-huh.
they only got 600,000 subscribers
Yeah.
initially. So it's one of the biggest gambles I think the company's ever taken was starting the network, but now it's obviously working in their favor. But at the time, that must have been hell, because then when it all went wrong and then stock plummets to 50% of its worth, I think
Yeah.
it slowly built its way back out of it.
But the thing is,
It's
that
high. It's higher than it's ever been at the minute.
It's going to get a
it's
lot
like
higher with Fox.
I last figure I saw was it was 2.1 million last year,
It's-
which actually doesn't sound like that many.
No, but when you figure they're all paying a tenner.
Oh, that's a lot of money. I can't even do that math, so that's terrible. 'Cause
It's still, it was a massive leap as well when you look at how they did pay-per-view paydays as well, because they went essentially.
It's something Pritchard talks about a lot is that they always wanted a channel. They always wanted a
Yeah.
channel, and apparently the idea right up until it launched was still we'd rather have a channel like a cable network. And then it was like, no, let's go for the over-the-top thing. And they tried it because you can always go, oh, it didn't work.
Yeah.
And like reduce it down to whatever you would done. But I think ultimately it's the best thing for them.
Yeah.
I wonder how they do
And
it
now
though
it's
now
available
with
on
pay-per-view
apps
payouts.
and-
How do you mean?
Like back in the day,
You probably
whoever was
get-
in the main event used to
Yeah,
get a
used to
portion
get-
of the
You'd
house, and
probably
a
get
portion
a-
of the buys, and a portion of this and the other.
You'd probably just get a portion of the house, maybe.
So the
plus your
superstars have
merchandise.
been
Yeah.
shafted.
Aww.
They have a little bit if you compare it to the olden days. Again, I don't know. I'm just speculating. So.
I have no idea how the wage system in WWE works, if I'm honest. But I love the network, and I'm happily.
Does
proud to
everybody
subscribe.
remember the hashtag cancel WWE Network?
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
that was like
From last November, last
from-
April.
No, it was that was huge. That was really damaging because that was like a good couple of days. That was.
Wait, was it
number
after
one.
Reigns, wasn't it? When that all
Yeah,
kicked off?
after the Rumble, and it was just before or just around the time it launched in the UK.
It'd be just after.
Yeah,
The Rumble would have been the first
But it was
UK
like the
pay-per-view on
top
it.
trending one, wasn't it? Like hashtag for like a couple of days, which was. But I never cancelled.
Yeah, me
that
neither.
was an interesting list here, though. The network has since expanded, and it's available in the Middle East, North Africa, India, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Japan, Thailand, and the Philippines. Notably, the network is not available in China, and I think it's available in Canada, but it's very different.
What?
I think there's something I'm sure Canadian fans keep complaining about with it. I don't know if they have to use a VPN or
What's a
if they
VPN?
don't have certain programming. But I think VPNs basically you can trick your computer into saying it's in, so your internet thinks you're in like
Oh, I've
Mexico,
seen
so you can
that.
watch.
So if we were like saying
What people
we're
used to
paying
do to get American
£9.99,
Netflix,
yeah.
you change the DNS on your console or whatever to trick it into thinking you're in America. So it would trick the people into thinking they're in the US. I'm
That's all-
sure there's something about
That's all they need
Canada.
to sort out, isn't it? It's just the fact that we're paying £9 and they're paying $9 over there.
Nope, $9.99 across the board. Doesn't matter.
It's bollocks, in it. We're paying more, aren't we, over here?
Of course we are.
Don't say
We're
you're just
dirty
realising
marks.
this. It's like £6 something it should be for us.
Maybe they're charging $9.99 in Switzerland.
Is that more
What's
expensive?
Switzerland again?
It's
I was there a couple
francs,
of years
isn't it?
ago. I remember
is
being
that
very,
more
very
expensive?
expensive for
It's
a
a
pint.
very expensive country.
It was like
Yeah,
eight
because they're all on their own, aren't they?
francs for a pint. It was.
What?
I went to watch England play there. It's fantastic.
I was going to say,
I met
beautiful.
Roy Hudson.
Aww. Did you buy him a pint?
No, in a hotel lobby.
Aw.
Just say hello, Roy.
Oh well, that was the network. So we'll start on February the 18th, 2017. We would sadly lose Ivan Koloff, who was 74. Gosh, 2017, that actually feels a lot more
It felt
recent.
like it was a lot more
Yeah.
recent, yeah.
Oh, like a lot more recent. On the 18th of February in 2014, we would lose Viscera, who was 43, and it was only 4 days after his birthday as
I
well.
love the fact he was born on Valentine's Day.
So did I. So did I. February the 23rd, 1999, we would lose the Renegade, who was only 33. On February the 18th, 1995, Eddie Gilbert would pass away. He was also 33. Wow. And then on February the 18th, 1993, we would lose Kerry Von Erich, who was also 33. Oh, and then the Von Erichs, it just upsets me so
Yeah.
much. And then on February the 19th in 1968, we would lose George Hackenschmidt, who was 90.
It's a good innings, isn't it?
I was going to say
Yeah.
that is pretty decent.
Pioneer of wrestling.
Just
Yeah.
a thick man, wasn't he?
Oh, that's awful. There's some like big names there that week. That's a shame. But we've got loads and loads and loads of birthdays. It's a good one. Okay, so February the 19th it would have been 71 to Big John Studd, who was like the 1989 Rumble winner. February 19th also happy 47th birthday to Francine.
It's a name you don't hear about a lot these days, isn't it?
Never, like
She's
literally,
on Twitter now, isn't she? That's
Is
why
she?
you hear her now.
Yeah.
Tweeting about sometimes.
legit never hear about her anymore. But Happy birthday, Francine. 47. Wow. Also on the 19th, happy 37th birthday to El Torito.
Have you seen the Twitter video going about the minute that somebody found from like 2013 or
that's
something?
amazing.
No.
El Torito's having a match with somebody, I forget who it was. Someone in the crowd just shouts,
hell, you satanic.
it's like someone in the crowd just shouts something lines of, El Torito, go back to hell, you are the devil, or something
It's
like
like,
that.
go back to hell, you satanic MF.
Yeah,
An interesting fact I learned about
Because
El
of the
Torito,
horns?
probably.
Oh.
Don't know.
Interesting fact about El Torito was, as far as I'm aware, there was another El Torito in WWF. So there was, back in the day, there was an El Torito, who was, again, a little person wrestler. And just wasn't, I think it was when they sort of had a deal with one of the Mexican companies of bringing people in. And he worked as El Torito for a while and then just disappeared. And then they brought in, same name, completely different gimmick, I guess. Put him in a bull costume and everything, and El Torito.
Oh.
I've got another fact for you. The horns weren't actually real. They were just
That's
like
bollocks.
part of a costume.
Absolute bollocks. I've seen his face.
Have you?
Yeah. It's got horns and everything.
Maybe he's the
Well,
devil.
happy 37th birthday. February the 19th, happy 38th birthday to Ty Dillinger, who, on time of filming, has just appeared.
He made his comeback on Saturday night at a house show.
Just appeared back in SmackDown
Yeah.
show, wasn't it? Yeah.
But
He
how
had
long
long-
will
he
he
had-
stay with the company
He had
for?
long tights on. That means something, apparently. I don't know.
Well, happy birthday. On the February 20th. Oh, my stomach just rumbled there. I don't know if that was so loud. February the 20th. Happy 41st birthday to Gail Kim. 42nd. 41st.
42nd.
42nd birthday to Gail Kim.
Doesn't look a day over 18.
19, was it not?
I don't know. I forget.
But love Gail Kim. Also on the 20th of February, happy 34th birthday to Killian Dane.
The
Big
man who is
Damo.
currently lost.
He's currently lost.
Hashtag
Yeah.
where is sanity?
Where-
He's in
where are
he's in deep water, isn't he? You look by the looks of things.
Do you think?
There was that tweet, wasn't it, when he's like, "What am I doing at home when my wife's at work, my partners are at work, and I'm sat at home?"
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah. Hashtag where is sanity?
Oh, I didn't see
Pew
that.
pew.
Oh,
I
like-
It's a
think it'll
bloody
be fine.
shame, though.
Yeah.
Ah,
You'll be fine.
Anyway, happy birthday, Damo. He's just recently got married, and I love that. So, happy birthday.
do you reckon him and Nikki played?
What?
Ah.
Let Nikki play.
Oh, played.
Ah, fine.
I was like that. Played what?
I don't know. The fiddle, recorders.
Scrabble. On the 20th, also happy 76th birthday to Antonio Inoki.
Still going strong.
71,
with
he
the
looks great
ISM.
as well.
Yeah.
Also, okay, no, February 21st would have been 58, Bertha Faye. And then on the 21st, also happy 46th birthday to Brodus Clay. 46? Wow.
Yeah, he's a lot older than I thought he was.
He's
He's
way
on the-
older
he's on the-
than I thought he
He's on the
was.
news now, isn't he? He does some sort of political commentary, I think.
Does he?
somewhere
I
on
really hope
Fox.
he's still got his mohawk on.
I was
He
gonna
dresses like a gangster.
Oh, is he
Straight
still like
up-
a funkadactyl?
Straight up G
Not a funkadactyl.
ting.
Love it.
Mother,
Flipper.
tell your mothers.
Words to your mother. That's it. February 21st, happy 40th to Carlito.
Oh, second part of the Masters
I was going
of
to say, is that your
Cool.
favourite?
This is the portion that gives the masses of cool their cool.
Cool. I get
You
it.
see the
I see the reason.
amazing.
Also on the 21st, happy 34th birthday to Tommy Mercer. He was Crimson, I think.
Oh, I was going to say, who the hell's Tommy Mercer?
He was Crimson as far as I'm aware.
A big, tall ginger man.
Oh my goodness, no 22nd or 23rd. That's bad. 2 days in a row. Sorry if it's your birthday. On the 24th, happy 39th birthday to Shinsuke Nakamura.
About time for him to go back to New Japan and be the king.
Do you think?
I really hope so.
39.
Yeah,
Yeah.
39, I know. Wild. And then also on the 24th, happy 35th birthday to Corey Graves.
Living it up on Twitter.
Don't worry, Corey. I still love you. Send your regards in the mail, or whatever you tweeted that time to CM Punk.
Phil, no, call me. That was a
Yeah.
bless.
Forza Bill DeMott, though. Fight the power.
I don't think you want to be caught. Like, somebody could just clip that out. It looks like you support Bill DeMott. I mean, he does personally.
And
He's talked
Kane,
about it
don't
in
drag
depth.
Kane into it as well.
Kane
Kane would not
Isn't it-
support Bill DeMott.
No.
Yeah, you would.
Anyway,
Wow.
that has been This Week in Wrestling.
Just to clarify, everybody, I don't support Bill DeMott and his practices.
That's not what he was saying earlier.
We're all friends and we're all nice to each other. And that's how you learn.
What?
Like, because he's a trainer.
By being friends and nice to each other, that's how you learn. What do you learn from that?
How to
Friendship.
wrestle?
Friendship.
Bye. So that has been This Week in Wrestling. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so here. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, then please join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and join us.